Hey guys, Inda this side from 24/7 everything. Hope you all are doing great. We are again back with another video, and this time it's on Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 related to a new custom ROM. And this particular ROM was requested by a lot of users and subscribers on my YouTube channel, so I thought let's create a video on that as well. So basically in this particular video we will be going to review the custom ROM, that is Paranoid Android Quartz 2. So again on my screen you are able to view that it is based on Android 10 with the security patch level of 5th of April 2020. Apart to this is the kernel version, that is 4.4.219 Zen plus. Then this is the build number, that is QKQ1.204005.2002 and so on. Apart to this, the build date is of April 25th and so on. So in this particular video we will be going to discuss like security, then display, then battery metrics, then connected devices, then network and internet, then minor customization available, then default app, then quick setting, the status of camera to API, status of Wide 1 L1 certification, then benchmark scores, and RAM and memory management, and last but not least the installation part. So let's begin with that. So in this system part they have provided us few gestures, like you can change the system navigation from like 3 button to 2 button and gesture. Everything is working fine. Sometimes I feel glitch in gesture navigation, but that was again negligible or very minor. So you can even try, if you will find that, you can post the same and we will try our level best to convey this to the ROM developer on the Telegram group. Apart to this, there is again swipe to screenshot. So if you will turn it on, then you will be able to get the using 3 finger you are able to get the screenshot and so on. Now apart of this, the major thing is related to OTA updater. So OTA updater is available, but although I haven't, as because this is the very first time I am analyzing this particular ROM, and will surely test in the future as well if the OTA updater works or not. But again, whosoever will be installing this Quartz 2 version, whenever the developer will be releasing the third version or quad 4 whatsoever the next version, then if they will get it here, then do let us know in the comment section below, so that this will be beneficial for other users as well. Apart to this digital well-being, I have already turned on, so we will be discussing this part or touching this part during the battery section. Apart of this security, so PIN, swipe, pattern, password, all are working fine. Apart to this, fingerprint scanner is also working fine. Face lock and unlock functionality is also working fine. So all in all, security is working absolutely fine. There is no glitch, there is no bug with it. And apart to this, now let's move to the minor customization part. So for that we have to move to display section, and inside display we have to go to style and wallpaper. Again they have provided like default theme, then I have created my custom theme, and you can create as many as. So let me put click it here and tap to edit. So I've selected this font, then this icon type, and this particular color. A part of this is a icon shape, that is teardrop. Then I have named it, and afterward I just applied it. So let me go and let me change it to default. So I'm using this as an color X, and now I'll be changing to the default. So everything will be changed, and you will see throughout system wide that particular theme has been applied. Apart of this, they have provided like clock setting and so on, and a part of this grid section, wallpaper, and so on. I think now most of the users are more almost familiar with this, but let me show you a demo in terms of clock. So for that I have to turn on the AOD display. So let me do. I've just turned on the AOD display, so let me show you. So this is the way clock is displaying on our AOD display at this moment. So let me change to analog and let me apply it. So now if I'll again lock my phone, now it is showing in this way. So all in all, minor customization is working absolutely fine, a part of this grid section and wallpaper and so on. A part of this, there is one more interesting thing related to lock screen display. So again on lock this you can show lockdown option by turning it on. So whenever you'll be tapping it, it will show lockdown. If I'll turn it off, it will remove it from here. So lockdown option has been turned off. A part of this is the AOD that is always on display available here. And a part of this, there is one pulse, or I would say edge lighting. So these are also like turned on by default. So if you want to turn it off, just toggle this and it will be working absolutely fine. Now let's focus on the very prime part, or I would say the most important part, that is the battery statistics or matrix. So battery drainage is still there. So I have seen nearly about 4 to 5% of batteries drained in a span of 8 to 9 hours. So I think according to my experience, this is negligible and most of the users are facing this. If someone is facing lesser than this, then do let us know. If you have found some resolution, then do let us know. That will surely help the others as well. Apart to this battery consumption, so if you are a normal user or a very light usage user, then the consumption is very good and satisfactory. If you are just using it for like web browsing, social networking sites, video and audio playbacks, and with minor gaming sessions and so on. But now focus on the gamers part. So for this, I have again analyzed the battery consumption for the two major apps. One is PUBG Mobile and another is Call of Duty. So firstly, let's discuss about the PUBG Mobile. So on my screen, you are able to view the graphics settings and the frame rate ratio or whatsoever you named it. So I've used these settings for a gameplay of 1 hour. So during that particular gameplay of 1 hour, the 14 to 15% of battery was consumed. And apart to this, I have also noted down the temperature readings as well. So before playing this particular game, the temperature reading of my phone was 32 degrees. So as soon as the gameplay of 1 hour was completed and I have completed my analysis, the temperature was nearly about 41 degrees. So nearly again we are almost in the summer season. So one can see that this is again a negligible, or I would say satisfactory temperature readings. But again, I was playing the game by putting on this protective case. The other like you can provide or you can test the same by playing or I would say by putting this particular protective case at your side or by removing it. And if you see any change, then do let us know in the comment section below, because this will surely help the other users as well. Apart of this, now let's discuss about the Call of Duty. So for the Call of Duty, I was using these are the graphic qualities and these are the frame rates. So graphic quality medium and frame rate was high. So again, I have analyzed the game for 1 hour of gameplay. So during 1 hour of gameplay, the battery consumption was nearly about 15 to 16%. And again, I noted down the temperature reading. So before playing the game, the temperature of my phone was nearly about 35 degree. And as soon as I completed the 1 hour of gameplay, it was nearly about 39 to 40 degree. So all in all, again, I would say on like we are just approaching the summer season, so it is again satisfactory, not a major problem. And apart from this, the charging time, which usually users ask that, brother, how much time it took to nearly to charge the phone and so on. So to charge the battery from 0 to 100%, this particular ROM took nearly about 3 hours. So let me remind you one more thing. I'm not using the Asus original charger which was shipped with this particular phone. I'm using the compatible 10-watt charger. So I would also recommend to other users as well that try to use the compatible 10-watt charger. They will surely see significant change in terms of charging speed and even the battery usage and so on. Because Asus original chargers is, I think, almost dead, or I would say really pissing everyone in terms of charging. Some users have complained nearly about 7 hours to charge 0 to 100%. So after battery, now let's move to the connected devices. So in connected devices, Bluetooth and screencasting both are working fine. Bluetooth is working fine for file transfer and for the audio via Bluetooth devices and so on. And for screencasting, I had checked this on different 2 to 3 laptops or computer, and it was working absolutely fine without any glitch. So you can even try. If you face any issue, do let us know and we'll try our level best to convey the same to the ROM developer. And apart to this, now let's move to the network and internet. So the good news is that Wi-Fi calling is available and it is working absolutely fine for both Jio and Airtel. Apart to this, there is no option available for the native video call. Even there is no option for the call recorder. Wi-Fi connectivity, it is working absolutely fine, but sometime I have faced a very minor issue, or I would say very minor issue, which is again negligible. But some users have complained, like I have discussed the same on Telegram. They mentioned that they have seen fluctuation in the Wi-Fi connectivity and so on, and some said about their network in terms of mobile connectivity and so on. Apart to this, SMS and calls are working absolutely fine without any problem, both for Jio and Airtel. In the like for the mobile internet connection, I haven't faced a single issue with the Jio sim, but I have faced a very minor issues with the Airtel. So not sure was it related to ROM or maybe the connectivity issues in my area. But from the last 2 to 3 months, whatsoever ROMs I have used, I haven't faced a single issue with the Airtel for the mobile connectivity. So I can assume that it is somewhat with the ROM. So again, if someone is facing, do let us know. We'll surely see and we'll convey our best to the ROM developer. Now let's discuss about the default apps which are shipped with this particular ROM. So again, all are the like you might have seen lot of time, but there is one like this Abstract, which is a wallpaper app, and there is one retro music, again metro, I would say music app. So this is really good that you don't have to install any other third party app for the music or audio and so on. And apart to this, now let's move to the quick settings. So again, all the needed vital or some minor advanced quick settings are available, and those are working absolutely fine except this screen recorder. So I have tried screen recorder numerous time, and each and every time whenever I try to start it, it doesn't like record my screen. It does lock my phone. And firstly I thought that it might be like some sort of glitch at my side, so I reset my phone to the factory setting, and afterward again, so I've like tested 2 to 3 times, but again afterward I think this is a bug. But again I am using version 063 from firmware version at my side, but the minimum requirement is 059. If someone is working or using 059, 060 or 61, if they are not facing, then do let us know, so that the same can be conveyed to the other users or subscribers as well, and this will be surely beneficial for them as well. And apart to this, device is certified in play production certification, and most of the users usually ask, brother, whether device is certified or not. So it is by default certified out of the box. There is no need to install magics and hide it and so on. And apart to this, now let's move to the status of camera to API. Again, it is available out of the box, so there is no problem with that. And even I have tested the Google camera, which I am using from last 3 to 4 months, so it is working absolutely fine. Apart to this, the status of White One certification. So at my side it is showing L3, and I am using version 063. So if someone has not updated since 059, then they can, if they will install, I think they might see L1, but I am not sure. This particular like chaos was created after the Android 10 beta update. So hopefully Asus will resolve it, and we will be able to see the same in the custom ROMs as well. Now let's focus to the benchmark scores. So from last few weeks, I'm not analyzing Antutu benchmarks because Google has pulled off their app from the Google Play Store. So till that time, they will not be back on the Google Play Store. So I'm just skipping that part. But let's focus into the scores from the Geekbench 5 side. So on a single core score, you see 279. On a multi-core score, you are able to see 1210. Apart to this, from a computation part, from two different API. One is using OpenCL, the score is 438, and apart to this, using Vulkan API, it is 152. So I have seen some low scores as compared to the other ROMs, so not sure why. And although I never recommend scorings, but users does ask, that's why I do include this in my videos. So if someone is using this ROM with the version 059, 060 or 61, sorry, so I will surely recommend them to run the Geekbench scores and again match it whether they are matching. But again, there is a catch: the scores are never same if you will be running for the consecutive times on a same device. So at my side, I'm using 6 plus 64 GB variant. So I'm not sure how it is working. So now let's focus to the RAM and memory management. So I have opened like few apps in the background. So let me open, I think, let's open PUBG Mobile. So during the video, I have opened this particular like screen, and it has just started from the same screen rather than from the scratch, or I would say again loaded into the memory from the starting point. So wherever I have left, it has started from the same point. Apart to this, let's open Call of Duty. So it is just connecting to server, but let's see whether it will again be opening from the audio and graphic that we were discussing few minutes ago. So yes, it is again. So all in all, RAM and memory management is working absolutely fine. And even I haven't seen any catch with any of the custom ROMs with the memory management. So let me open few other like apps, so which we were discussing few minutes ago. So everything is working absolutely fine. So now it's the time to finally jump into the installation part. So before we jump into the installation part, I need to discuss few vital point related to installation, that how you can download the ROM and so on. So for that, I have already created a dedicated article on my official blog. The URL for the same will be provided to you in the description below, so that you can go over afterward. So nothing major has been mentioned here. This is the link for downloading the Paranoid Android Quartz 2 ROM. Afterward, no need to flash GApp because GApp is already included in this. If you want to root your phone, then you can use Magics, but I always recommend that first set up your phone, afterward root your phone. Apart to this, the Google camera that I was discussing, that I have tested, it is working fine, so you can download the same and use it. Apart to this, a few prerequisite or requirement like backup your data, charge your phone's battery at least 50% or more, but I always recommend 80%. So minimum for firmware version needed is 059, but I am using 063. So if you want to check for the any of the versions, so in that particular case you can check our like YouTube channel, and you will find plenty of videos on the version starting from 059 till 063. Apart to this, bootloader of your phone should be unlocked. TWRP custom recovery should be installed. Apart to this, you can skip the installation part where we are mentioning Pixel ROM, and you can continue with the Pixel, or I would say Paranoid Android Quartz 2 ROM. And second last point is related to the installation of Paranoid ROM. So for this, you have to move to the TWRP custom recovery, format data, then wipe 4 different partitions. One is cache, Dalvik, data system, and so on. Vendor partition is optional, so you can do if you want to. A part of this final step is install or flash the Paranoid Android Quartz 2 ROM. Afterward, just reboot your phone and complete the phone setup process. In case if your phone is not like moving further to the phone setup process after waiting for 10 to 15 minutes, then I would recommend to reboot your phone, and afterward it will fasten the phone setup process and so on. Last but not least, enjoy the Paranoid Android Quartz 2 ROM on your Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1. And apart of this, these are our social handle, and you can join us and connect us, and we will always try to like reply you as soon as possible. So now let's jump finally to the TWRP custom recovery mode and proceed with the installation part. So finally we have been booted to the TWRP recovery mode. You are able to view the home screen. So according to the blog, let's move with the installation step. So firstly you have to click on the format data. Afterward just tap on yes and confirm it. It will hardly take 3 to 4 seconds to do this particular part. So finally the formatting has been done. Now you have to move back here. Now this time you will be clicking on advanced wipe. Afterward you have to select 4 different partition. One is Dalvik, cache, data and system. Let me repeat it: Dalvik, cache, data and system. Afterward just swipe to wipe it, and again it will take 3 to 4 seconds, not more than that. Afterward just move back until unless you move to the home screen. Here you have to tap on install button, and afterward you have to find that particular file that you have downloaded from the blog itself. So like in my case I'm using micro SD card, that's why I have selected micro SD. If you are using OTG pen drive, then you can use the OTG pen drive. Just move to the desirable folder where you have downloaded it. So in my case I have kept it in the root, so this is that file, PA Quartz 2.0. Let me select it and swipe to confirm flash. So it will take nearly about 5 to 6 minutes to properly patch or install everything in the background. So let's wait till the time it completes it. So finally the installation process has been completed. Now we are left with 2 options. One is wipe cache Dalvik and another is reboot system. I always recommend to do the wipe cache Dalvik. So let's do it, and afterward we are good to go with the rebooting our phone. So now it will take nearly about 3 to 4 minutes to finally boot into the Paranoid Android Quartz 2 logo or animation screen. So let's wait till the time it moves there. So just waiting for 2 to 3 minutes. Finally the phone setup process has been started. So now let's focus on this part. So on the basis of mobile, it has able to know that it's India, English and so on. According to my preferences, I'm just selecting these things. Now it is asking to connect to the Wi-Fi. Let me do it. So finally after like successfully entering the Wi-Fi credential, now it has moved to checking for update. So in this particular screen, if there will be any pending download or payload will be available from the Google Play services, it will install it and it will move to the next step. So let's wait till the time it completes this part. Finally, after installing that pending payload, it has moved to the copy apps and data section. So for the video convenience, I'm using as a fresh one, so I'll click on don't copy. If you have some backup, then you can follow that particular process. So this is a very vital part. So usually in this part, if usually it asks for the pin which you have set, or in any case if it is not asking for pin, then it will ask you for the Google account which was associated the last time when you were like before you flashing this particular ROM. So let me just enter my normal pin. So finally it has seen that it is legit. Now it has moved again. So just to cut down time, I'm not focusing on a Google setup process because everyone is familiar with this part. So let's complete this as soon as possible. So fingerprint and pin So like I have already told you that fingerprint scanner is working absolutely fine. So I'll be just skipping this part as well to cut down the time. So we are almost on the very final section. So finally we have been booted to the Paranoid Android Quartz 2 ROM, and this is the bare bone structure, or I would say a default app structure which has been shipped with this particular phone. So let me confirm you once again by moving to the setting sections and so on. So again same, Quartz 2 with security patch level of 5th April and 5th April 2020 and so on. And apart to this, I think most probably in coming 2 to 3 days, or at most 3 to 5 days, we will be seeing a third version of this as well. So hopefully this particular video will surely help you to determine whether to install Quad 3 version or not. Hope you like this video. If you really like this video, kindly share this with your friends and family. And apart from this, please subscribe to our channel, because this will surely motivate us and boost us to create more videos like this in the coming future. Finally, it's the time to sign off now. Bye for now. Thanks.